Why companies refuse to hire women in 2026? The title itself could be misleading because there are reasonings behind it. Let's talk about it.
Crash you probably haven't heard much about. I'll show you. This is footage taken by a passenger on board Southwest Flight 345. It shows the moment that the front landing gear collapsed as soon as the plane touched the ground.
This plane is not going to move unless they got a tow truck or something.
Yeah, because the wheel is broken.
Yeah, the wheel is gone.
Investigation revealed that the captain of this flight was a woman who had multiple complaints filed against her by her co-pilots. She allowed the plane to descend rapidly towards the ground without properly configuring the flaps for landing, and then she aggressively took control of the plane herself and flew it nose first into the runway. This particular captain was notorious for inappropriate and dangerous behavior in the cockpit. Thought the complaints were really about her gender or her sexuality instead of her competence.
It was unfortunate that she is a woman, but also she is, after all, a human being. But yeah, this is completely unfortunate. Just a silly girl who broke her silly lorry that can't be towed because it's silly.
Hey, you can't park there! You can't park there!
Oh my god. When your manager walks in as you TikToking. Are you kidding me? That is you being completely incompetent. How dumb can you be?
A group of female firefighters were invited to a training in the forest to prove that women can do a better job than men. And a couple minutes into the training, they caused an out-of-control forest fire. Guys, luckily nobody was hurt, but residents had to be evacuated out of the area. And guys, several days before the event, feminists bragged about how they were finally breaking down barriers in the male-dominated industry. I guess that didn't go well for them, guys.
Why would they even test it next to residential area where there is a potential fire happening and getting an outrage? Bro, like, that was also incompetent. Like, if you are testing something, know that if things, God forbid, go south, we can deal with it. We can all agree that when it comes to being a firefighter or any kind of labor work out there, men are always better.
Women have gone through buds.
0.
Don't say that. Women are going to feel like you're a sexist.
If it's the fact, no, don't lie.
I'm not sure.
We live in reality.
I've met more than enough females that are Apache pilots, fighter pilots, badass EOD chicks, which is explosive ordnance, like Hurt Locker, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some bad women in the military.
Yes.
They want no part of that job. I haven't met one that's like, I wish I could be a Navy SEAL.
Yep.
And it's not on them. They just don't want that job.
Why is that?
You'd have to ask.
Simple. It's so difficult. It's almost impossible. It is so hard.
They're doing her makeup at work, but her desk is in the front.
Why are you doing your makeup at work? Also, why don't you go to the toilet and do it? Meaningless clicking. So she's pretending to be working, getting paid for that, while she's actually prioritizing her makeup that she should have done earlier during the day before starting the work. What are we gonna do next? Our nails, where we are not gonna even be able to type while working? Like, huh?
The other thing Jeff wants to mention, and maybe number...
Hi. Okay, I'll go do that right now.
That literally could have been done before work. That was not necessary to be done at work. If you want to look and represent yourself the best, do it before you go out of your house. Do not talk to her. She needs to work. She's a yapper. Did she even know that that's on her? You love doing lazy girl job with a nice salary.
So someone that I'm friendly with in the office told me that there's another lady on a different team that loves to talk about me and some other girls on my team. And it's so funny because I've maybe exchanged 5 sentences with her in the time that I've been here, so I really just don't get where it's coming from. But we have a company dinner coming up soon. So would love to see how that goes. It's so weird that
Drama.
someone who I've barely exchanged words with has something to say about me, because I literally don't even know you exist half the time.
And this is another reason why companies don't hire women in 2026, or they would like not to. It's the fear of HR complaints, misconduct, or misconduct accusations, specifically towards men, and internal conflicts, especially if you have more than one woman in the same department. Drama, unnecessary drama that reflects really badly on the company.
Created a hiring algorithm that was so biased against women that they had to scrap the whole project. In this case, Amazon wanted to go through the resumes of people who were applying for software engineering jobs and highlight which ones should be considered to be hired. They taught that algorithm who looked like a good candidate by showing it the resumes of people who had applied, been considered, and hired before. Now, software engineering is a field that is dominated by men and where women are discriminated against regardless of their qualifications. So since that's what the algorithm learned from, it decided that women were just not the kind of people that needed to be hired. If you had women's chess team on your resume, it wouldn't hire you. It even learned what the women's colleges were, even though nobody told it, because it was that sure that women shouldn't be hired. The researchers tried to just take the word woman out of consideration, but AI is smart enough to recognize gender. Amazon scrapped their project. We don't know what other companies might do in this case, and it's why we need to be really worried about AI in practice.
AI learns from people, but also AI learns from both experience and results. And AI doesn't really talk about emotions in this case. It talks about facts and the results and the equation. Mathematically speaking as well, percentage-wise.
I'd rather work with men than women. Now hear me out. I know y'all like, oh no, I'm out of here. Listen to my theory. Have you ever had a female manager that was nice to you? I'll wait. No, exactly. I have never had a female manager that was nice to me. I've never had a work environment full of women and it was no drama. I love working with men. They make the drama.
They literally make the workplace so much better, easier, and more fun. They even have extra respect toward their female colleagues because maybe they know what could be bad about it if they are not as nice and polite or respectful, as we know with the outcomes usually, but also it's because they're men and they don't want any drama and they're just doing their own thing and they are focusing on work and results, and that's where they are there to do the job, not to yap. Bruh, people's life are like, they are literally burning right now.
Preparing young women for the workplace drama that involves just a random old lady having one-sided beef with you. Like, I was fully expecting the misogyny and ageism from men, but nobody prepared me for this.
The nursing profession needs more male nurses. There's just something about male nurses and working with a man in the nursing profession that as women we can't contribute. Like, it's just a whole different vibe. Like, nursing is obviously dominated by women, but when you throw like a man or like a few men into the mix, like, it just creates a peaceful balance. Like,
perfect. This is actually everything in life. We can entail this upon every situation and every place. Women need to understand that they need or want to have men in their life surrounding them because it adds this peaceful balance. It adds less conflict, less drama. It also makes it easier for them because I am sure the male nurses are the ones who are going to do the heavy lifting for you, and they are going to have a smile on their face while doing it.
Men just genuinely don't involve themselves in gossip. Men genuinely just come to work and are so helpful. Like, they don't care if like your agency, if your staff. Men just have a different approach. So I think there needs to be some sort of endorsement for more males to join this profession. Every specialty, every unit, management. We need more male nurses, period.
When the valet girl can't park your truck after 3 minutes. It's so, like, and there's so much space and there's not even another car next to it. What if she was scrambled? Like, go to that 31 place at this point. Just park straight there. Ah! She made it even worse. Just go out completely. Just... Oh my god, I can't watch this. Listen, guys, this is not every woman, all right? Women know how to park, how to drive a car as well. Yes, the percentage is less compared to men, but it is there. Also, like, women tend to have, like, accidents that are small or minor accidents on the road, while men are the ones with the heavy accidents because they like to speed more than women. So I do not agree with the fact that all women are bad drivers. I'm not. I believe I'm not.
Let me tell y'all something. Working with women is very challenging. It is. It's always this secret competition. It's always this secret animosity. It's like women don't know how to be happy for one another. You can't trust them. I don't know. If the building was on fire, I wouldn't run in there to save nobody.
They would care about themselves
and that's
first.
sad, because you're supposed to trust.
They'll be like, women and children first, let's go. So they have that mentality. And what does that mean? We're sacrificing men out there. Yeah? Is that it? That's the mentality they have in every aspect of their life. We're not just talking about danger. We're talking about any type of example in life. Men are the ones who are being sacrificed.
The people that you work with, but I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, I'm fighting for my life. Trucking look easy. Landing gears are the worst. There's no way she could do that. Nuh-uh. And she's all alone, by the way. She needs to do the job. Who's gonna come and help? Another truck driver who's a man. She's putting all her weight into it and it's not enough. Oh!
Put down. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing.
Nah, that's shameful. Why do we even have this video? Delete it from existence. No. Look how easy it is with one hand is doing it. Oh no.
Thank you so much.
Well, actually, I'm glad that we have this video just to prove a point. And the guy didn't even ask for anything. He just came and helped. Now, imagine if there is another female driver right there. Do you think she would come and help? Majority of the cases, she would just mind her own business, do the job as fast as possible so she can go back home. This is my first day and I got sent home already.
I have such really bad anxiety, okay? Like,
she had a bad anxiety.
And I couldn't stop shitting myself this morning. Like, as soon as it was time to go to work, I legit thought I was starting my period. And I was literally like hunched over.
At work?
Myself. And I was going to be late to work, so I phoned up and I said, I'm so sorry, I'm late. Because I've got a stomach bug, because I can't say I've got anxiety and I'm shitting myself. So I was like, I've got a stomach bug. And she said, don't come to work. She said, do not come to work if you've got a stomach bug, because you're going to pass it on.
Yeah.
But I don't have a stomach bug, I just have anxiety. So she's like, come back tomorrow. But I'm still going to be shitting myself tomorrow. Now it's just prolonged my anxiety. Oh my God. She really hates me.
Literally the first day of work and you are already complaining. And this anxiety is something within you that you need to figure out before you can do any type of job or any type of lifing outside of your house. And yeah, it's a matter to talk about. It is a problem. It is an issue that you need to talk about. It is a mental state as well, and this needs to be fixed. You need to work on it. And of course, people in the professional business, they don't want to deal with stuff like that. Why would they even pay you the same amount if you're almost never there because of that? It's not fair for the company as well and the employers.
You can go to work and go home. This is mainly for women. As a woman, if you think you can go to work and go home, not interact with your coworkers, you will be the target of ridicule and criticism. You will be that odd person out the bunch, and they gonna gang up on you. I've been a manager at different jobs over time, and one thing I noticed with women associates, Women, if you are not in their clique, they are coming for your head. They gonna gossip about you. They gonna put like different misinformation out there about the next woman. And women gang up. Like women gang up. A man can go to work, be a lone wolf. He ain't gotta talk to nobody. As long as he do his job, a man ain't gotta worry about none of that socializing. But women are social individuals for the most part. And I see this. True. I just had so many women, good women, like associates, get ran away from a job, all because they didn't want to be buddy, kiki, ha-ha with the next female group.
True. I actually have a friend who didn't like to gossip. She's religious, and gossiping is not something in the religion, you know, it's forbidden. And all the women were gossiping at work. They had nothing better to do. And because she didn't say anything bad or gossip, she became a loner. She became an outcast, and they would gossip about her or make fun about her when she's in the other room, and she would hear it, and maybe they would even make sure that she hears it. So she really felt badly, and she had to leave the job because of her mental state. Like, it was not healthy for her to be there in that environment. So going back to companies not hiring women in 2026, I don't think it's a gender base as well. There are these minor things that we mentioned during this video, and the drama, gossiping, not being strong physically enough in labor work. But in the majority of the cases, we don't need a labor work. We are not gonna meet women who are making their makeup during work. There are professional women doing the job as well. So the real driver when it comes to companies not hiring women as much as men, I would go with stability, predictability, output. I would think also women do tend to have a part-time job, especially if they are raising kids and having a family. They are more likely to give up doing something if they physically are not capable of doing it. And if you add into the equation the mentality behind it as well, it could be a factor. Not because they're bad people, they don't want to do the work, but it is a heavy load on their mental state depending on the work. But no matter if you're a male or a female, if you are more available, if you are a lower risk and more stable, I think then the company is more likely to hire you. It's all about risk versus rewards. But that is it. That is what I think. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and see you in the next one. Bye.